All right, let's talk about a huge challenge in today's world. Companies are global, with people working from everywhere. So how on earth do they manage secure access for thousands of employees logging in from all corners of the globe? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now.
I mean, seriously, think about that. It is a massive, massive challenge. You need something that's not just locked down and secure, but also super simple for everyone to use, from the employee to the IT team trying to keep it all running. It just has to work, flawlessly, every single time.
To really get how this works, we're going to use a pretty simple analogy. Just picture a super high security building, right? You've got a gatekeeper at the front door checking everyone's ID. And that gatekeeper has a master rulebook that tells them exactly who's allowed in and where they're allowed to go once they're inside. That partnership is the whole secret. So, here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll nail down what this gatekeeper system actually is. Then, we'll look at what it's doing all day, every day. We'll peek inside its toolkit, check out some of the more advanced features, and then we'll wrap it all up with why this kind of central control is so unbelievably important for any modern business.
Okay, let's get right into it. What exactly are we talking about when we say gatekeeper and rulebook? Let's define this thing.
So at its heart, this is all about making two powerful pieces of tech work together as one. You've got Horizon, that's the virtualization software, our digital gatekeeper. And then you have Active Directory, that's the company's master user database, our official rulebook. When they're connected, they give every employee access to their work computer, not as a physical box on their desk, but as a secure virtual machine they can get to from literally anywhere.
Okay, so now we know what it is, but what are its main jobs? What does this whole system actually do in practice?
What's so cool about this is that it visualizes a process that happens in the blink of an eye. You go to log in, the gatekeeper, that's Horizon, doesn't just let you in. Nope. It instantly gets on the horn with the rulebook, Active Directory, and asks, hey, is this person who they say they are, and what are they allowed to touch? Only after the rulebook gives the thumbs up does the gatekeeper swing open the door to your specific virtual workspace.
And that process really covers its main duties. First, authentication. Just proving you are who you say you are. Then there's group policy management. That's how the company enforces rules like, hey, no installing games on your work desktop. User provisioning is awesome. It means when a new graphic designer joins the team, they automatically get access to the right design software and files on day one. No waiting. And finally, machine identity gives every single virtual computer its own unique, secure ID on the network.
Okay, so we've covered the what. Now let's pop the hood and look at the how. Let's check out the key components that make all of this magic happen.
First up, we have Active Directory. This is our rulebook. You can think of it as the company's single source of truth. It's this massive, perfectly organized database that holds every single employee's account, their password, what department they're in, and a list of all the digital doors they have keys for. It knows everything.
And here is our gatekeeper, the Horizon Connection Server. Its whole job is to be the broker, the middleman. When you knock on that digital door, this is the component that greets you, takes your credentials, checks them against the rulebook, and then connects you to your virtual desktop. It manages all that traffic, and it does it seamlessly.
Now this is a really cool detail. ADMX templates are kind of like specific policy memos that get sent down from the main office. So the rulebook might say, yeah, the marketing team is allowed in. But these little memos add the fine print like, and once they're in, they can't use USB drives, or their screen will automatically lock after 10 minutes. It allows for incredibly detailed, granular control.
But hey, this system isn't just for simple, straightforward setups. Not at all. It's built to handle some serious complexity. Let's take a look at how it scales up for the big leagues.
So what happens when a huge global company buys another one? All of a sudden, you've got two totally separate IT departments, two different rulebooks. Well, this system can build a secure bridge between them. In the tech world, these separate company networks are called domains and forests. You can just think of them as separate digital kingdoms. This system lets them trust each other, so employees from both companies can get to the resources they need without any headaches.
And listen, security here goes way, way beyond just a simple password. The system supports all kinds of multi-factor authentication. We're talking about things like a physical smart card that you actually have to plug into your computer, or maybe a special code that generates on a little token or an app on your phone. These add some really powerful extra layers of protection.
And this whole system is built for the future. As more and more companies use cloud-based services like Microsoft Entra to manage who gets access to what, this system can plug right into them. It seamlessly bridges that gap between a company's old-school, in-house servers and the modern cloud. All right, let's pull back and look at the big picture. Why go through all this trouble? Why is this kind of centralized model so incredibly important for a business? At the end of the day, it really boils down to three huge things. First, enhanced security. When you have one central rulebook, you get rid of loopholes and you can enforce your security policies consistently for everyone, everywhere. Second, increased IT efficiency. Instead of managing thousands of individual physical computers, the IT team can manage just a few golden images from one single place. It's a game changer. And third, greater scalability. Need to onboard 1,000 new employees? It's as simple as adding them to the right groups in the rulebook. Done.
This quote, it just says it all, doesn't it? You have your employees scattered all over the planet, a distributed workforce. This system creates a central point of trust, making sure the company knows with absolute certainty that the right person is accessing the right data, no matter where in the world they are.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to chew on. In our daily work lives now, our access, our permissions, our entire productivity, it's all tied to our verified digital identity. So you have to wonder, is that digital key becoming even more critical than the physical key to the office building? It's something to think about.